Week 10 of the NFL. And we've got Javarius Ward.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers. Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A nice little juke. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Niners at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete to McCloud. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McCloud, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to get that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 47 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the gut, McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Rodgers. And the Chargers are on the side with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he's got it. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and goal from the 1. Eckler diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gold to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Baker Mayfield leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Mike Evans, a touchdown catch in the victory. And then finally, Monday Night Football. It's our first look at the Commanders on a Monday night as they travel to Philly for a good one in the NFC East. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's been no contest in terms of the rushing yards. You see a much, much brighter picture there. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Throw complete there. Rodgers. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, a 22.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The kick by Gold is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Herbert on 1st down now. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They go with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he's got room. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 3 plays already, first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal. This likely a must-have, third and goal. Eckler again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Here we go.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but just had 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers getting set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Rodgers. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second and very short, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We're down to the 41.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Gets around him. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And some space here. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 5. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Here we go.
Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the 49ers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.